Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 4th through the 10th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. Okay, I think I'm seeing, either I'm seeing things or there's those little puffs that you see in spring, like, I don't think it's pollen, I don't know what it is, but like little things. I'm telling you it's spring, okay? Well, today it's gonna snow, but it's spring. Well, we have a couple of days where the temperatures have gone down a little, but it'll pick back up. Anyways, the overall energy for the reading, the 10 of Pentacles. That's a lot of stability you're showing me in that one. We'll leave it at that for now, and we'll come back to it when we clarify. But in the recent past, the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Judgment card, you're kind of showing me sorrow and happiness and a lot of transformation. So you're kind of giving me a general idea of, yeah, you've gone through crap, but there's also been quite the beautiful times in there too. And then overall of that, this transformational kind of an energy that just kind of is pointing out to, okay, but you've learned from that, you know? I'm not sure if it's in regards to a particular situation where you've gone through these energies, or if it's a more broad, more general kind of an energy, but we'll see. I think it's going in a direction there, a particular direction. In the current situation, the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the Death card, you're ready to let go of something. Something you've invested in, something you're possibly still investing in, but you have your back turned to it. And it's followed by the energy of the Death card. So you're kind of showing to me that you're ready to let go of something. In the immediate future, the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Hierophant. That's love. That's a pretty big, deep, important connection that's shown up, tied up to you, and a lot of love with it. A lot, like a lot, like a lot. Let's see here. Let's clarify. Let me do the 10 of Pentacles. The 6 of Wands, the Sun, the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Things are looking good here. You got something stable going on. I don't know in what department of your life. I don't know what we're talking about here. I kind of lean towards work or something you're working on. A more practical sense to it. In, again, maybe a project, maybe work. But it's looking good. You're feeling good about it. It's looking like, okay, it's stable. It's kind of like I built my little empire, and it's quite good. Okay, that's nice. Let's do the 5 of Cups. In the recent past. The 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. There's a little bit of regret in this one because you're giving me a sense of maybe I was too practical. Maybe I chose things that made sense instead of choosing what feels right, you know? Even though at the time it felt right, choosing that or going in that direction of, well, this makes sense, I'll go with this. Yeah, but I feel like this is what I'm feeling into. But I'll drop that and choose what makes sense, you know, what appears right, rather than what feels right. So there's a little bit of regret in there with that, choosing that direction there. 10 of Cups. You get the 6 of Swords, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, exactly what I said. This is basically this other side. Where in here there's happiness, there's your intuition kind of yelling at you, go there, follow what you feel. And you're like, nah, it's okay. I'm not going to do that, you know. So it could be, again, in regards to a particular situation, it could be more of a general energy. I feel like it was more a particular situation that possibly brought this to your attention, that you would choose practical over feeling. But I feel like it just kind of brought it to the surface for you, where you may have noticed that you did that in the past too. You just didn't necessarily realize it until this situation happened. For the Judgment card, you get the Devil card, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's kind of showing up like that a little bit, where this would have been a nice lesson to learn from this particular situation in which you chose what made sense rather than what you felt. This should have shown you, okay, you're doing that a little too much. Maybe you should do it different this time around, because it's pretty significant. What's calling you in this direction, your heart, pretty darn significant, and you're like, no, I'll still do what I'm doing. I'll choose what makes sense. So you kind of missed that lesson at that point in time, where you still went for what was comfortable, what you already knew, you know? Let me do the Eight of Pentacles. For the Eight of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Strength card. Not to say that there's no emotional investment in what makes sense either, because otherwise you wouldn't go with that either. It's like, okay, it makes sense. I have no involvement in it, so why would I do it? No, there is some involvement. There is some emotional involvement. It's just not your full heart. Your full heart is, at least then, in that moment in time, it was going in an opposite direction of what made sense. So you're kind of showing me you've invested in this. Emotionally too, yes, but it's becoming very difficult to still do this, to still put in energy in this for some reason, where it's looking like you need to recharge a lot to kind of give to this over and over again. So I don't know what this is, but for the Seven of Swords, you get the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Emperor. Your back is turned. Energetically speaking, your back is turned. You, as a person, are very confused about what's going on here, because you feel that, my interest is not here anymore, but you're still here. So you're showing up as being very, very confused about it. Like, okay, so what do I do about it? I don't know exactly what I'm feeling. I don't know exactly what I want. You know, you're kind of in that place with this whole situation. You could be talking to someone about it. Maybe friends, maybe someone. I don't know. You could be possibly bringing it out, but that doesn't really help, because at the end of the day, you're still showing up confused as not knowing what to do about the situation. For the Death card, you get the King of Cups, the Death card, the Five of Cups. And when it comes down to the energy of ending this is very, very strong. You know, it's shown up very, very, very strong, where you would actually feel it. So even though you're showing up as confused, not knowing what to do, you feel this energy of, I have to end this. You're not doing it though. You know, so from actually feeling it and wanting to do something into the action of that, that's a big step. You're not there yet, and I feel like you're not there because you feel that, you know, there's a great sense of sadness with that, so you wouldn't want to feel that. So let me ask you this then. What are the energies that you're experiencing now as you're not doing that? Are they good energies? Because I'm not seeing great energies in there. You know? So wouldn't you rather be sad? Yeah, for a while, a limited while, because, you know, as time passes, you know very well that you'll work and deal with this energy and transmute it out of the way. But this one, for how long are you willing to keep yourself in this confusion about it? Feeling one thing, but not going for what you feel, not doing anything about it. And I'm not sure these are great energies either. So you're willing to stay through this for how long? A month, 2 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? While this is one and done. Yes, it may be painful, but you can work with this energy, you know? So, I don't know. Whatever you feel in there. Let's do the Page of Cups in the immediate future, the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. There's something that drawing you in here. There's an energy of love that draws you in, and it feels completely balanced. It feels completely right. You're the one that's fighting with this energy, though. You're the one that's saying, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go with what I feel, because, and again, to me, from where I'm sitting, it kind of makes sense. You've done this all your life, possibly, where you chose what looks good on paper rather than what you feel. How are you going to choose what you feel out of nowhere, out of the blue, because, you know, I'll just change things up just like that? No, it's a transitional period. If you are leaning in that direction, and if you are eventually going to choose what feels right to you, you're not going to do it overnight. So yes, there's going to be a little bit of fighting with yourself along the way. So that's kind of what it's shown up here. Tied up to an energy of love that makes sense from every angle you look at, and especially from your heart's perspective. You know, feels right. It doesn't only make sense, and it doesn't only look good on paper, it feels right. And that's the most important aspect to this. But you are struggling with it a little bit, you know, to just let it be, to just let yourself feel what you feel, and not only that, embrace that and accept that, and go in that direction. For the lovers, you get the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups. You're actually doing it here. You know, yes, through a little bit of struggling times initially, but then you're shown up as fully open to this connection and acting upon it from that place. So that's a beautiful alignment, full alignment with yourself, with what you want, what you feel, what you desire, you know, what you need. So, cool. Let me do the Hierophant in the immediate future, the Knight of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles. Interesting, because the Judgment card showed up in the past over those two energies. What makes sense and what looks good on paper, and what you feel is right for you, and you choosing that energy of what looks good on paper versus what you feel. Looks like a transformative energy that, to me, I'm gonna say you missed the cue on that one. The way it's shown up in the cards, it's almost looking like you've healed, but, you know, under pretty distorted energies. So you haven't really healed. You thought you healed by making that choice, but did you? So now the same energy of healing shows up over things when you're actually choosing your heart and what you feel. It's shown up right. It's not shown up distorted. It's not shown up as a missed cue. But behind it all, there's a massive energy of fear. So I feel like what this is doing is actually possibly bringing up that fear. You know, once you choose your heart, fear is coming into play. And that's kind of normal. That's not unusual at all. When we choose our hearts, and when we choose to align fully with who we are and what we want and what our heart desires, that's the perfect opportunity for our fear to come into play. So that's a possibility that might happen once you do this. So just be prepared. It's no reason to be scared. It's your own fear. You can work with it. So when it's visible like that, you can definitely, you know, have a chat with your fear there. Take it to the side and be like, okay, you and me, we need to talk. You know, there's no reason to back down or anything. It's just fear. And you know how it is. Whenever we get past our own fears, we look back and we're like, what the fuck was that? It was nothing. It was just me kind of preventing myself from what? Ultimately, because, you know. But yeah, just so you know, fear is gonna pop in here. Let me do the universe for you as a final advice. The Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess. There's definitely a turnaround. There's definitely a turnaround of energies where you could see it through the reading, where you're starting off the reading in the past. They're possibly over and over again choosing practicality over your heart. And then you're flipping that completely, or you're deciding no more. You know, I'm just going to go with what I feel. And your intuition is coming into play big time for this one as well, and you feel confident and you feel good. And the minute you make this choice, you're looking like you're blooming almost, you know. But again, keep in mind that that also leaves a whole lot of room for fear to pop in, because you're exposed, you're vulnerable, you're open when you do that. You know what I mean? So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.